Unless you're a hunter, you're literally stacking right under the boy Void Reaver. If he moves away a little bit, you need to readjust right under. Hunters, make sure you're spreading around on the outer edge. Keep your camera away where you can watch it.
Box ready to be summoned.
Dodge orbs. Orbs bad. They hurt. If we get a very unfortunate circumstance where all the hunters die, we're gonna need one caster to run out, which I guess can be Wind Heal, and you should get a dodge orbs the rest of your life.
Yeah, we got this.
Also, do not battle res hunters no matter what. Yeah, why not? Locks soul still, that's fine. What's the worst that could happen?
we lose them all.
Exactly, and then we just do it normally.
Should I really soulstone though?
Yes, I don't go prop for safety's sake. I mean, it's not like arms does massively huge damage against Void Reaver either way.
Would we 5 tank it last week or 4?
4. And Levia just ended up tanking it for like a minute and a half because he pulled aggro and cat.
Mr. X on the lowest threat tank.
Yep. Oh, fresh table for Chads and Laz. I need it. How goes that craft procs? What do you smoke dates? Of course, same thing with a Wino. You're going to be Winters. You're keeping that turret production totem up for a while. And then hopefully we'll get lucky and not get too many tank knockbacks early on. Alrighty, let's see. Anybody missing key buffs? Furs missing a fell armor. That's the only major one. Aldi winners might want to put on some water shield, by the way. Heard it's a pretty good buff. Yeah, so the hunters just basically be the 4 corners. Just dodge orbs. Be mindful where they're coming from. Alright, just waiting for pull it in to be ready. Alright, everyone's ready, boys. You know what time it is.
It's more for
Go, go, Power Rangers. Hunter's just missed a tank that is not currently tanking. It's on Bist. It's on Bist. If you are in the range, if you're standing right under him, move in closer, boys. So everyone should move in literally minimum range. The next tank should be myself once Bist gets a punt. Subnormal, 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 yo, subnormal.
I go.
Looks like Luffy Chan's the next friend. Remember, Hunter, as soon as your misdirects come off, go down and start misdirecting whatever tank is not currently nailing. Mr. Ashtrunk at this point.
Does Luca need to be so far away?
No, he just probably got knocked back once.
And just help if he got closer for chain heal.
You can stand a bit closer if you want, Luca. I mean, I'm standing like literally right under him. He's not moving at all.
Did we lost?
We have only used procs actually. So, sorry. Winners and all Deacon Lust. $100 down. It's on Bist. It's on Bist. So Frozen Clays and then Skeleton Men are all making friends soon. Wormy Lust. Furs, have fun.
Can I get a bop?
Probably don't have any up. Try for the next pound and then take your soul stones on Livia. Big heals, big heals. Subnormal. Oh, I got a bop. Lol. I'm like, why is my attack's not going up?
Do you want to encore?
Yeah, wait for a pounding. Because it does a lot of damage. You always wait for the pounding, then you take heroes. Clay's about to be a friendly band. And then probably Onishin. Oh, I can just get deleted. That's fine. It's on Bist. Readjust, readjust, readjust as needed.
I need a fur.
I'm close behind it.
I need a king's on fur if you can spare it first.
A Stout's Lust, a Stout's Lust. Rips Edward. It's on Luca. Bloated making friends. Subnormal, he'll subnormal, he'll subnormal. Division. Slow Luca Chan, and Subnormal Soul Live Boys for tanks. So 3 minutes in the range, plenty of time if you guys can kill it.
Yeah, trying.
Subnormal.
Eating and drinking.
Oh, Luca. Luca's our only tank alive at the moment, I believe, boys. We have no battle res alive really at the point, but it's not worth it. It's fine. Okay, this is, I think, where all the healers died. Alright, that's gonna be wipe, boys. If you want to try to make a run for the door, feel free. If you're dead in the middle, just release running back.
Extra set. Oh, there's totems in the middle. Alright, he's chilling.
Alert! You are marked for extermination. Threat neutralized. Alert! You are marked for extermination. Calculating force parameters.
Just need to pump a little bit better DPS, boys, and you'll be fine. Anybody else jonesing for a McChicken with extra lettuce? McCrispy with extra lettuce. Come on now.
Am I just supposed to stay like 50% of whatever the top guy is? Is that the strategy here?
Kinda. We kinda had a little bit of shit luck there, like basically instantly being knocked back, like instantly after taking over a tank threat sometimes there. I forgot Tiroth is a cannibal and rather us eat trees. So yeah, the boss does a knockaway ability every once in a while. I think it's like every 15-20 seconds where he reduces the threat of the current target by half if it lands. That's how I died. I got meleeed and like 1.5 seconds later I got the knockaway. It was just a feels bad man moment. Okay, let's get buffed up. Get ready to go at it again, boys. What's up with the stouts? This is a wonderful Ninja AFK, boys.
Where?
Oh, there's a stealth. Sorry. Wait for a stealth to go to mana. Looks like the stealth could use some blessings, by the way. So I don't know what paladin blessings he needs, but paladins bless them. Right, just waiting on furs. Let's go. Alright, stacking nice and tight, boys. Sub no roll, sub no roll, sub no roll. Look up.
I'll be stacking a little closer.
Yep, stacking all the way with melee. And auto you can lust as well. Wonders you can lust. Just a stout's lust, a stout's lust. Wormy Lust, Wormy Lust.
Hydro.
Subnormal. Where's gonna be the next friend? Ghost is next. Then Livia, then myself. Look up. Look at just dodging and blocking all the knockbacks, boys. Fucking Luke Chen rocking, boys. Pain. Fucking. I hate torn models. Like, let's just go ahead and reset it, boys. We have no healers alive. It was a pretty good attempt, but yeah. That was wiped due to a torn model. No, that was the boss massively adjusted really fast on aggro change, and it threw an orb right away in the melee group. That's all what killed us there. you're dead in the middle, please release. All release right now, please. Because they're gonna keep aggroing. If you're dead in the middle, just all release, please. The aggro's just randomly fees like that. It's kind of like kill loss. Just the same bullshit. It kind of depends. Pets. He has a large hitbox, so. Yeah, pets get heals, but they're lower priority than the rest of the raid. And chain heal will not bounce them if there's another player that needs healing. So. The boss immediately decided to over adjust to the torn hitbox and move really fucking far off to the side, which put someone just far enough away to drop an orb on the group. This is why generally you want to be pretty much right under his model when you're not taking wounds, and be ready to adjust immediately. And also, hunters, just maybe make sure you're feigning deathing pretty regularly so we don't get situations where you might accidentally pull, because that is also easy wipe. He does not cleave whatsoever. But I mean, realistically speaking, if you're killing on tanks, you're not really chain healing anyway.
Don't want to parry haste him either.
Yeah, if you're a healer, you want to stand behind him and you want to actually auto attack in between casts, because then you can get mana regen from the Judgment of Wisdom during the fight too. Anyways, let's all get back. Let's get all buffed up. Looks like a lot of people need some intellect and some fortitude on furs.
I'm running up. Died in a shit spot. Nice. Yeah, we'll have Soulstone this fight.
I think just furs needs a quick intellect if he can, DD it. I think he also needs some paladin buffs. Slacker took a while to get here, so you know. Alrighty. Let's go, boys. Steel bis, steel bis. Oh, stuck in minimum range, boys. Hunters, hunters, main death. Everyone adjust for it. Watch out, orb on the raid. Swipe, wipe, wipe, swipe, swipe, swipe. Come on, hunters. What the fuck are you guys doing? You gotta watch threat. Leto, looks like your misdirect never went off, so maybe you tried to do it on the same tank as someone else. So. Yeah, everyone just run all the way out of his room. If you're dead in the middle, please release. We'll summon you in. He will keep resetting as long as there's someone dead in the middle. It's a bug, it happens occasionally. There's no point in waiting for his. If you're dead in the very center where he stands, you need to release. If you're on the outside edge of the ring, we can res you. But if you're dead in the very center area, and out of range of him, you have to release. Alright, let's res Lucagen. Yeah. So yeah, just be mindful before you go full threat for a misdirect. Make sure you actually have it applied. Because I'm pretty sure you tried to misdirect the same tank Leto, because your misdirect is not on cooldown.
I mean, if procs, you should be running. We're all like half the group is running back. It's just a waste of time to wait for a summon.
Especially when there's no summon here and there's no rosers here, so might as well just run. Let's just get everybody back. Let's get buffed up quick. And then everyone, please, please, please be careful here. We can do this. We've killed him before. Just need to focus up, execute. We'll be good to go.
Dude, the stouts go AFK?
Seems like it. He's almost here though. Just make sure you get single bolts on his stouts. He's coming in the back. And just remember, if you need to kind of AFK at all when you're running in, just put someone on follow guys if you're running in. That way at least you can get run most, if not all the way.
Everybody loves kung fu fighting.
Mr. TDA, it looks like you need some armor. Furs needs pink paw.
The hell is
Bulletin's
pink
missing his
paw?
paw. The pinkest of
Gift in the
paws.
wild.
Yeah, Mark of the Wild. Skeleton Man could probably use some inner fire. It's missing after all. Pull it in, don't forget your aura. We also have no flask on Skeleton Man.
Oof.
Alright. Waiting for furs to be ready.
Thank you. Just trying to get that last pally buff there.
Alright, everyone get ready. Full time rink. Let's go!
Детские, ты тёлки, сука.
Prox Lust. Winners can lust. All other lust hold. Come on, Luca. All hunters, please stand up. And hunters going forward, just feign up on cooldown, please, for safety. Wormy Lust, Wormy Lust. Subnormal should be the next tank. A Stout's Lust, a Stout's Lust, a Stout's Lust. Yeah, just get a little more range out, please, if you can. You're a bit close, so you might get an orb on the root. It has a large range. looks like Luga-chan or Bist will be a next friend. Just H, use a misdirect on someone that's not currently tanking, please. It's on Bist, on Bist. Subnormal, subnormal. Clay might be the next friendly advisor. What's gonna happen first? Clay dies, or does he get his, oh, he's gonna survive. Plenty of time to get that next shatter off. Easy life, right? Just keep it focused, boys. Things looking good. Bobby Singer, don't forget to do a misdirect on tank not tanking, please. Flato's up in 5 seconds. Same with Leto's in about 5 seconds from now. Focus. Right at the end, boys. It's on Levia. Go Bear.
I see you coming, Jusith.
Let's get the W, boys.
Not today.
Oh, look, a rogue trinket to disenchant.
That was way better that attempt. I don't know if you guys did anything different.
Paladin, Rogue, Shaman, Paladin, Rogue, Shaman. Link your current shoulders if you're interested in tier 5. Actually, wait, Luca, do you need your tier 5 still? You do need your tier 5. Do you want your tier 5, Luca? Oh, look, TD innervate now. You can really pump, boys. Alright, everyone know we're going to be heading to SSC. We're doing Hydross. Hydross. And full auto. Congrats on the survival eggs.
Quick, TDA portal.
Alright, so you need the shoulders in, Luca. Gotta deck out a prop paladin so you can survive everything. Alright, and everyone has head to SSC, boys. Let's get some Hydross. Repair on your way there. Do you have any more bits you need along this way?
Who got the tier?
Lucagen.
Nice.
Congrats.
It had a soulstone there and didn't have to use it. Aggro was so good.
Yeah, it was like significantly better, Ash. I don't know if you guys did anything different.
Well, yeah, I mean, I literally put every single lust except for one into the tank group with this myself and subnormal. So
That's the move. I mean, that was like night and day there. That attempt.
yeah, the one we actually wasted was Aldi's because I think he popped it when I said Wormy.
Dude, at a certain point, I even put up Vampiric Embrace just like he helped keep the healers alive. I was so good. Only have 21 demonic ruins, guys, so we gotta like 1 or 2 shot this. Waka with 3,100 healing per second.
Let's talk about the damage.
If you have 3,100 damage per second, then I would be talking about it.
Let's talk about the only thing that matters. Yes, Ellie.
Finally, after Void Reaver fight, we don't have to worry about threat on.
You gotta worry about it even more. So you know how Leo you had to stop DPS and all that? That's basically what you're doing here as well.
No, I understand. Can't wait for that 2% on the back.
And then also like the 2% threat for tanks on their gloves too. I think all the tanks except for druids wear it, so like warriors will have it, prop paladins will have it.
What do you do as
What are
Druid?
druids passing?
I'd still use agility most likely since agility's broken as
Dude,
fuck.
I saw a Druid with better gear than you using spell hit on his gloves, like a feral tank.
The fuck
Main
uses spell
tanking
for?
for Growl, I guess.
I don't know. Like he had better gear than you even. I forgot his name, but he had spell hit on his gloves.
Maybe it's for PvP.
No, it was a PvE set, but PvP you want the PvP gloves, right?
You basically use whatever you can maximize your strength, agility, and stamina with armor, and also get the defense or resilience cap. Why would I need Fairy Fire? We have a Boomkin for that. And that one gives everybody hit. Well, physical hit.
Yeah, the resist trinket didn't do shit for me, Ash. I took the 4th most damage there.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't doing damage because the damage is physical, I'm pretty sure. Or even if it is arcane damage, you have to have, you're not high enough to hit the cap to actually break it, so. Because the way the resist system in WoW works, you have to hit certain breakpoints for the resist to really do anything. Otherwise, it's just like some like tiny, super irrelevant debuff or buff.
Did we have the Twin Spire buff yesterday?
I don't think it works in SSC,
Oh, it doesn't work in raid.
but I'll find out. I think it technically should, but I think it's disabled on this server. I've never really checked or paid attention, to be fair.
I mean, they should disable it, right? It's like fucking huge.
by the way. So I'll get down into SSC. Let's get down to the top of the platform, boys, and get ready for some Hydross, the Unstable. And we are not going to be doing it from the top. We're going to skip a few trash packs. So, but everyone just wait at the top. We'll gather up there, and then we'll show you where we're going. Might as well get practice in for when we just come in here and fucking 6 to 6 at one night, right? Yeah, talk. Let's see how Hydross goes before we start worrying about things like Vaj.
One shot.
That'd be pretty awesome. I'll just do a repeat of the Fathom Lords. So everyone just gather where the jumping druid is, and that's where we'll gather, and I'll show everyone where we're going. Yeah, Tiroth is in the right spot, so you can actually go to Tiroth if you want. But you go this way is from under the bridge, and be mindful of the Colossi. The Colossus can make you very unfun.
We're just waiting here, or are we swimming somewhere?
You can, basically, if you see where Tiroth is over there in the distance with the purple diamond, that is the spot we're all going to gather up for the trash.
Okay, so just swim under the bridge to them.
Yep,
Right.
pretty much. And just be mindful of where the giant is. If it's like on the bridge, you can't swim under it. Or if you can swim around the far side if you want. Either or.
Like directly under it.
Yeah. It doesn't really go too far on the bridge, just when you're directly under it. If it's too close to the thing, it can possibly aggro. It shouldn't, but it could possibly. Also dismiss pets before you jump, by the way, of course, because you don't want to make friends. Thankfully, phase shift doesn't matter. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Since the fish are dead, all the DPS are gonna and healers are gonna stand kind of where we're at right now, and we're gonna misdirect the skull giant to meet hanging in the water when we're all here and ready to go. If it's a spitter, we're just gonna go ahead and use a blessing of protection. First one will be from Lukichen, second from Bespin, third from Polydon. That way we don't use it. We shouldn't need 3, but just in case. And this is also in case we get a shitter, because we don't want him to shit on us, boys. It's very unfun, not pleasant. I think we're just missing Polydon now, boys.
Always missing Paladin.
Yeah, it's fine. We shouldn't necessarily need him for this, though. Alright, what we're going to do is where the giant's at right now is when we're normally going to pull him, but not yet. So just wait for him to start patrolling back down. Misdirect onto Ashtonk and shoot him, boys. Right now, right now, right now. Right. Let it get all the way to Ashtonk. And if it's a shitter, make sure you run back to the pipe a few seconds before melee, because it's hard to swim out in the water. Heal, heal, heal. Yep, and don't ready to trinket.
Need a trank shot, guys. It's been frenzied for like 10 seconds.
Kyber just wants me to get better parses for more rage, you know?
Luke Chan's like freaking out. So trank, please.
When are you gonna talk in your voice, Luca? It's a shitter, boys. Run. Alright, so now we're gonna stay in the same spot. We're gonna pull the next little pack. We're gonna kind of AoE it a bit, boys. Have some good fun. Alright, I'll grab the green. Biskull Cross is going to be Livia and Bear. And our boy Luke jumped tank the other two. We're gonna tank him at the top of the pipe. And we're just gonna AoE the hell out of him, boys. Alright, everyone get ready. Going now.
7 purple parses.
Ah, shit, that was bad luck, boys. I got double charge for double stun. No AoE. Single target DPS them down. If you can go and add the other ads up, it's great.
Killing skull, guys.
Someone else fear X.
Oh, we made a friend. This is be unfortunate. Alright, let's see which one it is.
Who's kill target?
Cross would be next, I believe, at the bottom, and it's a geyser. So this is just gonna go ahead and be a wipe. Yeah, I was just a bit unfortunate with Luka Chan since I got stunned and then stunned again, got double stunned, so I couldn't pick up my target and he got deleted. Shit happens. Yeah, normally we'd pull it a little bit further down the ramp, but yeah, the whole dying tank thing kind of kicked W'd us a little. Did we? Oh yeah, winners got his thing, so. Yeah. What I think makes the Void Reaver really interesting, though, if you do it based on item level, Subnormal did a 98 parse for Prot Warrior with his gear level. Then you have Levia did 100 parse for his gear level. Bobby Singer did 100 parse for his gear level. 96 for Just Age for is it at 82? It's pretty good.
I did an 82.
Yeah, he did an 82 based on your item level. Item level
Nice.
addition. I think it was a little lower otherwise, but yeah.
Why is this so low? Like there's
A lot of the tier 5 bosses had their highest parses set a long time ago when the Blade of Wizardry was broken as fuck.
oh, okay.
There are also a lot of guilds that just feed 4 shamans that are locked from bloodlust.
Well, no, I mean, most of them are probably feeding threat to the tanks, but even then, if like you have higher overall DPS and higher overall gear, it's gonna go faster. Like, you know,
Flocka with a 95.
I guess, I mean, at the end of the day, the faster you kill bosses, the better you get going. So yeah, Twaka 95 parse, boy. Twaka kind of carried that boss. Twaka 2700 healing per second. Second place Aldi at 1200. Then Tiroth at 859. Then Wormy, and then Stouts, and then Vespin. Vespin did a 56 though. A little bit of improvements I'm seeing here. Did you get any help and tips from Jacob Vespin?
No.
It's not a great Holy Pally fight in general.
Well, no, it's fucking horrible paladin, but let's single target heal the AoE boss.
If you do by item level, we have two 100s, a 98 and 96. Leva and Bobby Singer go to 100.
Anyways, let's focus back up on the raid, boys. More important, someone will take your raise. Alright, guess everyone was AFK, it's fine. Let's get buffed up and we'll get ready to pull this pack. We'll pull it a little further down this time. but still fight it on the thing and we'll try to AoE it down. Same general targets. I think we're just waiting for more people to get here. And the people that still need the blacksmithing items are Paladin and Bistrate. Alright, looks like most people are here. The other two are coming along the way. We're gonna wait for that giant to do its little patrol, and then we'll pull. And we'll fight about right here for this time, not any further up. Alright, everyone, you ready? Have your targets. Pulling in 3, 2, 1, no. Just pull a little further down. You can AoE, boys. There's only 3 targets, I know, but you can do it. Well, I just love AoEing, so you know. Alright, just finish them off, boys. Alright, we're gonna pull that giant there just for safety when it comes to resetting this boss. As you need to basically run to this platform right here to reset them properly. So we're gonna pull this giant. Let's be ready. It is a spitter. Alright, I'm coming. He is a spitter, so everyone stack on him. Stack on his ass, and be ready to run to the tank if he gets spit on.
If we were to come back tomorrow, Ash, would it still be a spitter, this guy?
I don't believe so. Get ready for the next spit, boys. It's a pet. The fuck?
Aggro.
There's 2 pets in a row.
Yeah, right? Watch your possible shit, boys. Nope, small guys, be careful. Yeah, anyways, look, so when are you gonna start talking to us on voice, man?
Definitely like a 14-year-old child. Just hiding.
Yeah.
No, Luka-chan. Or Prop Paladin. Ah.
Luka-chan.
Alright, let's res Aldi.
Who
Once we
uses
do-
fans?
Don't forget to put on your nature set there, Mr. Bist. Alrighty.
Oh fuck, let me change specs.
Nature resist totem is air totem, right?
Yep.
And fire, frost resist totem is fire totem, right?
Yes.
Alright, Stouts, you are totem bitch today. So during nature phase, you're going to be keeping up the glorious and wonderful and amazing nature resist totem. And then during frost phase, you're going to be keeping up frost resist totem. Alright, so we're going to go over the basic how we're doing the encounter. This boss has 2 phases. He has Frost phase, which is what he's in right now. He is basically a Frost elemental, so he's immune to frost damage and all that wonderfully fun and exciting things. In this phase, he has 2 main abilities basically. He has, of course, the Mark of Frost. He applies it in the raid every 20 seconds, 25 seconds, or whatever. It's a stacking debuff that every time he applies it, increases the damage you take from frost attacks per stack. We're generally on our transition on the 4th stack at the latest, as that's when it starts getting deadly. The other thing he has in this phase is he has a watery tomb. So everyone needs to make sure you're paying very close attention to where your spot is in this phase and making sure you're spreading out. Also, when we're going to be transitioning from frost to nature, everyone must be out of the way in the center area where we're transitioning, as if we're getting a nice frozen tomb and it hits the tanks, and then we transition, then you'll go nature and you'll run around like a madman because the tanks are stunned. Please keep in mind the frost tomb does stun you and do a dot, so this is why you also want to make sure you're spread out as best you can in frost phase while DPSing on the boss or healing or whatever, so you don't, well, have like 8-9 people all get frozen tombed at the same time and then kill each other. Next thing he has is he has nature phase. This is the same thing. He has the mark of nature, same wonderfully fun and exciting thing. In this phase, he has a poison spit like ability he puts on random people, and it just takes for damage that gets higher and higher. It's not terribly deadly, but it is what it is. The only other major part of Hydross the Unstable here is every time you switch his form, he completely resets aggro. So you want to make sure you're now having 0 DPS at the time of the transition. You don't want to heal unless you absolutely have to. And then in the case of Vista and myself, we just want to make sure we are spot on as soon as you transform, hit our button to get threat on the tank, Hydross. Now, the other thing is when he does transition sites, he summons 4 elementals. They're going to have about 130k hit points each, and they do need to die before we transition, as they do not despawn. They can be banished or feared, but we're not going to be doing that at the beginning because obviously if we're doing that at the beginning, we're just going to overrun and die. That is something we can worry about at the end of the fight if we're super close to pushing. Now what we're going to do here is there's the 4 elemental adds always spawn on the 4 corners of the boss. The oh, by the way, subnormal, you're tanking here as well, by the way, so just stay tankier. So it's going to have the 4 adds spawn around the boss in the 4 corners. The prop paladin is always going to get the ones closest to the side we transitioned from. So when we're coming nature side, he's going to be the ones on the back side. And we're going frost side, he's going to get the ones on the nature side, basically. He's basically just stand in the middle and basically going to have to move. And then the opposite tanks are when we're going to frost side, Bist, you'll get the northwest one. So here yeah, here. Oni-chan, Star is now Hydross, so we're transitioning. If we're going into frost phase, Luka-chan's gonna do the 2 closest on this side here. He'll get this one and this one. And then Bist, you'll grab this one here. And then Subnormal, you're grabbing this one here. And that would be frost phase. Then when we transition them back, Luka-chan will grab this one and this one. I will grab this one here. And Subnormal, well, actually no, Subnormal will grab this one here, and I'll grab this one here. Another thing to remember, Bist, is shield block is useless on this boss, so you do not use it whatsoever. It's a waste of rage. He will crush you. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just maximum threats, all that matters. Other than that, the biggest part of this encounter is he does have an rage timer, but it's basically just kill the ads, and then you are going to excuse me, and then we are going to DPS on Hydross. We're generally going to try to transition Hydross right before the 4th mark goes out in Frost phase, and we're going to try to transition right before the 5th mark in Nature phase. I will do a 5-second countdown. When that countdown is coming, that's when we're going to start to transition. That means stop DPS and move it over. This is just like Void Reaver, just like Leo. It's not a DPS race for the most part. It's all about control and doing the mechanics in the proper way. Does anybody have any questions? Oh yeah, and since we're doing most of the DPS in the nature phase, Leto, full auto, and Bobby Singer, you're gonna all be doing misdirects to Bist in the nature phase. So Leto first, full auto, then Bobby Singer. Make sure your misdirects are up while we're doing it. And then Just H, you're doing misdirects to Ashtonk in the frost phase. And you just want to try to do it when right as they transition. So we're calling transition, use stop DPS. In this case, Leto, we're going nature phase. He would then put up his distract on Bist, and as soon as it transitions, bam, blast him with the distracting shot, arcane shot, so you get good threat on him. Subnormal, I'm going to be giving you assist. You're going to be putting a skull on your target every time we transition. This is the single target DPS add. So this is the one we're all going to get a single target DPS at the beginning while we are getting some AoE threat down. We're also going to want to put all the adds right into Hydross in the middle so we can AoE them very beautifully and cleave them and all that beautiful stuff. Melee DPS, you also want to send max melee range and kind of spread yourselves out a little bit and make sure you're staying clear of the two tanks, especially in frost phase, so we don't all get stunned at the same time. Yeah, anything that returns mana, health, or anything like that does cause threat. And remember, it's a 100% threat reset every time we reset. The reset point is roughly where that flag is at on each side, and you do want to drag it slightly past each side before we move there. Alright, looks like all the buffs should be good. Yes, Luca. Alright, so we're going to build some rage before we go. So what we'll do is here, no DPS is going to be on the ads. We're going to grab the next one that comes by. I'm going to build my rage up nice and high. When it gets up, then Bist and Subnormal and all of them will hold on to it, and then we'll get ready to pull. Anyway, don't worry about killing it, we're just getting rage. Alright, everyone, let's get ready for the pull. Everyone get ready for the pull. Everyone get ready for the pull. Alright, pull that next ad there, boys. And melee, worry about killing the ads as we're going here. So Subnormal, grab the ads before we pull. Everyone move up, getting ready to pull. Oh, taunt the mob buff me, taunt the mob buff me, taunt the mob buff me. Cool. Alright, pulling in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Alright, finish off the little ads that's there, and then do damage and watch your threat. Remember to spread out in your driving roll positions. There's one ad left coming. One ad last coming. All the DPS turn and kill it. All the DPS turn and kill it. All the DPS kill that ad, please. We're going to be transitioning in about 15 seconds. Everyone be ready. Alright, we are transitioning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Misdirects into Bist.
Alright, get the ads, stack them up. Remember, stack all the ads up on Hydross, on the Hydross.
Are we seeding this?
Yep, you are sitting on one of the ads and then blast them. Just watch your threat on the small ads. Bring the ads a little bit closer to Hydross. Keep up, Luca. Keep up, Luca. Alright, so the ads are done. We're just going to do one more transition, get a practice, and then we'll worry about resetting and doing again, boys. So continue to DPS, continue to DPS. Alright, we're getting close to transition time, boys. Transitioning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drag it, Bist, drag it. Gotta watch your threat, boys. Alright, reset, reset, reset. Everyone just run.
This is just from okay, dots.
Yeah, if you have dots up, you want to make sure when we're coming close to transition, you don't refresh any dots. You want them to fade. Dots are very, very dangerous if they tick, especially like things like dooms. Right at transition, it's very bad. Remember, we are going to try to transition the boss roughly right before the 4th tick to go to nature, and right before the 5th tick to go to frost. And everyone should be resable here, so just wait for your res. Be a little bit mindful when
Winters, call your totems back.
oh yeah, and Winters, this boss sucks dick as elemental, by the way, as you're probably noticing. Other than that, that was a pretty solid first little go. People have kind of seen the encounter. Very simple, as long as we just, follow the basics. The ads were a little scuffed there, so maybe wait a little longer on the AoE. We had plenty of time, so. And remember, just when we're doing the 5-second countdown, that's when you want to stop DPS, let it get transition nice and smooth, and then continue on once it's picked up, boys. We have plenty of time for the enrage. There's no reason to risk it for the biscuit. If you have the Omen, AoE mode is pretty useful here. You have a good idea what your threat is on all the little shitty ads, and then if you're getting high on them, just start Shadow Bolt once or twice and keep going.
So we're doing 4 tanks here.
Yes. So we have Lucia hanging 2, 1 nature, 1 frost, and then subnormal. And then that's just so the ads are easier. Like we could technically do 1 less tank, but this would be a lot heavier healing for Lucia-chan and again have a higher chance of failure.
All right.
Plus the way we're also doing it here with subnormal, always putting the skull down on his target. That way it's consistent. Even if people in Oaken, they just DPS first, but alright, let's see if we're all ready. We're gonna do the same general thing here, lads. We're gonna build up a little rage. Once I call for it, just taunt the ad off myself. Continue to pick up the ads as they come. DPS, just keep killing them as they spawn so we don't have any. And then we will go for the boss. Not going blinding light, TDA. Alright, everyone's ready. It's time to build some rage, boys. We're not worried about killing the ad, we're just building some rage on the tanks. Not killing it, boys. Not killing it. Alright, let's pull the next time more rage, so let that one go. Alright, and you go ahead and taunt this one off me. Alright, let's get ready to pull. Keep pulling the next ads, boys. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Pulling in 3, 2, 1. Just be mindful of your threat. Kill those little ads that are coming. There should be 1 more coming from the back, and then kill that purified elemental as well, boys. All DPS kill the elementals. They only have like 10k hit points. It's more important than having them up. Also, the nature phase is when we're going to use Lust in group 2, 3, 4 after the ads are under control. Just heads up. Alright, we're going to get ready to transition here, boys. Transitioning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and no. Prox, go ahead and let's get them together. Don't AoE yet, don't AoE yet. Get them in closer with the skull. Closer with the skull. And should be with AoE. And you can pop your less in 2, 3, 4. Alright, just everyone kill the little ads. We're gonna get ready for transition soon. Alright, and we're getting ready to transition in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop DPS, stop DPS. Pick up your ads, everyone pick up ads, wait for them to be under control. Skulls running loose. Oops, Living was down. No AoE yet, no AoE yet. Just single target on the skull for now. Alright, could probably AoE out. All DPS on the ads, all DPS on the ads. Yeah, remember guys, spread out more. You guys are clumped up really hard right now. Alright, let's go ahead and get ready to reset, boys. Get ready to reset. Start running out, resetting out, and then just hunter shoot it while you're running away. It's on skeleton, it's fine. Just run it away, run it away, run it away. Alright, remember to clear your totems, clear totems, clear totems. Yep, there he goes. Alright, let's get the res up. So yeah, the biggest problem is just getting the ads under control, I think, boys. Once we get that, we're in good shape. How's the damage taken by Luka Chen right now? Is it pretty heavy or is it pretty not too bad? Alright. Luka Chen, are you running resist sets at all right now or no? Neve, what do you think? Do you think you can get away with just running pure threat, not worrying about resist at all? If he's just taking 2 ads? Alright. Alright, just making sure. Darn. Alright, so yeah, just gotta be a little more careful on your AoE ways. Yeah, really have to pay attention with the threat and all the ads. If you're seeing a lot of crits going off, just stop AoE for a few seconds. Most important thing is not pulling threat and dying. Especially that early on. Dying is bad.
Relogging, getting huge spikes that last run for some reason.
Yeah.
We said Moretta.
Also, Luca, would it make more sense to run like a stamina trinket or another spell power trinket than the pocket watcher? Alright, let's make sure everybody's got all the buffs they might need, boys. Looks like the only thing we're missing right now is Paladin Blessings on Paladin and Water Shield on Aldi. But yeah, overall that was a little bit better looking attempt, boys. So let's keep making these incremental improvements, and we should be able to get ourselves a juicy Hydross loot, boys. All right, doing a quick ready check. Make sure everybody's paying attention and ready to go. I don't know whoever's doing kings on paladins. Make sure you drop one on Paladin, please. He's missing kings or might or whatever he's supposed to have. we're gonna start pulling the wonderful ads to build some rage. Don't kill them too fast. Alright, go ahead and taunt it off me. And start picking up the next ads. Everyone get ready, we're pulling soon. Alright, pulling in 3, 2, 1. Oh. Remember to keep peeling a little bit of ads you see running around, boys. And make sure you're spreading out so we're not watch that, boys, watch that. Alright, we're gonna be getting ready to transition soon. We're gonna be transitioning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop DPS, stop DPS, stop DPS. Alright, reset, reset, reset. Gotta watch what you're doing, boys. Ooh, barely made it clear. Reset totems, 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 totems.
Was someone on Frost side?
Looked like it. I didn't really see who it went to.
So shaman.
Yeah, and that's another thing, Bis. When we're going to the nature, you want to be sitting right on the line where he transitions it. So if it goes to someone else, you can just shield salmon right away.
That we just lost.
Rip Wormy. I mean, I know resing's important, but you don't need to list that bad. Thankfully, it's not a super important list, so. Alright, let's get a TDA all sorted out here, wherever he is.
Sorry,
Mortimer.
TD, I got you. Something's up already.
Yeah, pretty much. Fuck it. The biggest danger is when the ads are up, so. Let's make sure we get all our buffs passed out on everybody that needs them. Needs subnormal, needs a Mark of the Wild. Aldi, Wind Heal, Tear Off. Good job. Looks like Aldi and Winners could use Shield. Paladin's missing some buffs. Looks like it's Kings or Might again. Alright, we should be pretty much buffed up. Let's get ready to go. Also, of course, the other thing is Skeleton Man try to use Pyromining on the next tank right before they transition as well. That way when they it's a nice little burst. Alright, we're going to start building our rage up for the pull. Alright, should have enough. Go ahead and taunt it off. Grab that other one there, and we're getting ready to pull, boys. Alright, get ready. We're going in 3, 2, 1. No! Guys, you can't run in before the tanks reset, 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 reset. So you want to make sure it's on the tanks as we're running in this. Phase 1 is getting in position. No! I got dazed, bros. Or slowed. I don't know what hit me. Alright, let's res it at. Reset your totems. Yeah. Reset totems on the right hand side. Looks like winners. Rebuff the people that died when we get rezzed. Also, the boss doesn't hit terribly hard at the beginning. So as I'm getting ready to run into Twaka, just prayer minor me and shield me, and I'll be good to go. I shield a few hits. Alright, let's get people butt hunting it. Meet a Mark of the Wild from improved buffer on a strong skeleton man and Tiroth, please. Thank you. That should be the last of the major buffs. So get my skeleton man and Tiroth are still missing paladin blessings. Come on, guys. Looks like they're missing kings on both of them. Thank you. Alright, looks like everyone's ready. So you know what time it is, boys. Time to gather more rage and do it again. Alright, go ahead and taunt this one off in, boys. Grab that other elemental. Don't go in too early. Don't get too close. Getting ready to pull. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remember, be mindful threat at the beginning. Remember to kill the small watermelons as they come. I think that's the last one. Remember also to spread out as best we can. Minimize the frozen bitches. Alright, we're going to be getting ready to transition pretty soon, boys, but not yet. We're going to be transitioning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop DPS. Alright, stack the ads. Don't AoE yet. Don't AoE yet. Don't AoE yet. And go ahead and AoE. Once the skull's down, single target DPS go on Hydross and keep AoE. Next, finish off the last set. All single target killed on the last set, and then we'll get on ready Hydross. All single target kill that last set. All DPS kill that last set, please. Thank you. Alright, we are going to be getting ready for transition here shortly. Everyone be ready. Not quite yet, but be ready. Transitioning in 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, pick up the ads. I am stunned. Watch that, watch that, watch that. Alright, go ahead and reset, reset, reset. You have to be very, 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 very careful on threat at the beginning of the phases, boys. Realistically speaking, Curse of Doom is very, very bad in this fight. Just gonna say that right now. Like it can be really good if timed 100% perfectly, but a badly timed Doom is basically wipe. So just try not to use it, please. Alright, let's clear the totems, get everybody rezzed. That was a pretty good one until that last little transition there. Had a little bit of kick W pulling. Also, when we're calling the 5 seconds transition, that means stop DPS, guys. Not continue to DPS right until we're transitioning. There's really no point. We're way ahead of the enrage timer already at the beginning when we haven't even popped lust yet. So just, play it smart. And yeah, Biss, when we're calling transition on the countdown, you're just literally going over and you want to cross them over right at the timer. But it's all good, boys. Let's just get everybody the full last buffs they need. Need a fortitude on investment, mage armor and TDA. Need some water shields on Aldi, Alstouts, and Winters. And intellect on Just H, Livia, Leto, CDA, Tiroth, Wormy, and Zoidberg. But yeah, DPS is important, but we have 10 minutes, and all we have to do is 6.2 million hit points. Very doable. We could definitely do it. Just everyone keep it focused. Pay attention, watch your threat. Make sure we're killing the ads before we get ready to the next transition, so everyone needs to swap right away. Make sure the ads die when we call for last ad to die. Alright, doing a ready check, make sure we're ready to go. You also don't need to worry about buffing armor, it doesn't do anything on this boss. Yes, we're doing Reckless on this fight, and I believe it's assigned to Furs, right? Yeah, Furs Reckless on the boss, yeah. Oh, another big thing, especially full auto with your owl pet here. Make sure you pull your pets back before the transition as well, and wait until the ads are picked up before you send them in, especially the owl, because the Screech does a ton of threat, and it dies very often otherwise. Alright, looks like we're pretty much ready. We're going to go ahead and pull the ad over here, and then we're going to get Rage built up and ready to go. Alright, grab that next elemental, getting ready to pull. Pulling in 4, 3, 2, oh, no, someone got 2 earlies. Whew. Melee plus try not to stay clumped up and don't stand in the middle section where we're going to transition. So pull it in, stand behind the boss, please. Because you don't want to get frozen there or freeze the tank. Alright, it's transitioning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. No AoE yet. We got them all stacked in nice and tight on the boss. All nice and tight on Hydross. Alright, AoE, and AoE off the skull if you can, boys. Alright, let's get these last ads finished off, boys. Finish them off. Alright, and then just continue DPS on the boss. Very good job so far, boys. Good job, good job. Alright, so we're gonna get ready to transition soon. Transitioning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Transition. Alright, good job. Pick up the ads. Wait for the ads to get picked up and gathered. Gather them all together right in Hydross, boys. Right in Hydross. Melee can get on Hydross again. And AoE, AoE, AoE. All right, good job, good job, good job. We're going to be getting ready to transition pretty soon, but not yet. All right, everyone get ready. We are going to be transitioning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going in out, going in out. All right, be careful, be careful. Watch your threat, watch your threat. Let the ads and everything get under control. Everything get under control. No AoE yet. One ads got loose. They got feared, so watch your threat, watch your threat.
Innervate Zoid,
AoE,
please.
AoE, AoE. Get AoE off the new skull. And melee just got a pack on Hydross.
Innervate Zoid, please.
Not in the moment. Alright, finish off that last side, boys, and we'll get ready for transition pretty soon. Let's get big damage here. Oh, sorry, next nature phase. Group 2, 3, 4 can lust after the ads are under control, by the way, sorry. Alright, transition 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop DPS. Alright, continue DPS, continue DPS. Melee can just start DPSing on Hydross. Don't worry about the other ads. Melee just stay on Hydross. No AoE yet, no AoE yet. And go ahead and AoE, AoE, AoE. Hunters go on Hydross as well. Don't worry about the other ads. Good job, good job. So we're going to be transitioning in about 10 seconds. Everyone be ready. So we're going to wait for the next tome to go out. And if it's not on melee, we're going to transition. So be ready. All right, and we're good to go. We're transitioning now. Stop DPS, stop DPS, stop DPS. No DPS, no DPS. Let the ads get under control. Ads get under control. And groups 2, 3, 4 can lust now. Be careful with threat. Be careful with threat. Melee and hunters just go around Hydra, so watch your threat. And no AoE yet. And AoE, AoE, AoE. Good job, good job. Keep pumping, keep pumping. Okay, and we're going to be ready to transition in 5, 4, stop DPS, 3, 2, 1, now. Alright, good job, good job, good job, good job. Same thing as always, same thing as always. Alright, Wormy Lust now, Wormy Lust now, Wormy Lust now. A Stout's Lust now, a Stout's Lust now, a Stout's Lust now. Alright, big damage, big damage. Add loose, add loose, add loose. Just watch your threat, watch your threat. All locks and chatter if you need to. Alright, what we're gonna do here is when we go ahead. Oh, fit Bobby. Switch. Stop DPS. Just everyone pick up ads, banish fear, everything you can, everything you can.
Stay on boss or what?
Yeah, stay on the boss. So stay on the boss. He's almost dead. All stay on boss. Just banish in fear as much as you can, boys. Banish in fear every edge you can. Banish in fear every edge you can, and then kill the boss. All warlocks banish in fear, and then kill the boss. Gotta watch your fucking threat, guys. Come on, dude. Even if it fucking feign deaths to stop your DPS, there's no reason to keep pumping that hard and pull threat. Like that's just being fucking retarded for no reason.
Terrible gear.
All right, let's get the dead res up.
Healing.
Going from a really beautiful attempt to a fucking clown show at the very end there, boys.
Yeah, one shot Vash.
I guess Vespin probably wants that hat. It's a huge upgrade over his, so I'll just give him that right now. Who wants some shadow damage boots? Link current if interested.
That helm looks sweet though.
All right, so we are now at a crossroads here, boys. We can either go try to work on Lady Baj a little bit, or we can go and do a Lar. I'm going to do a ready check. You are going to say no for Vaj, yes for a Lar. Remember, no for Vaj, yes for a Lar. What's everyone a Lady Vaj, boys? Mech Darren is
Got the
not
bow.
worth killing. Alrighty,
Are we going Vash?
we are going Lady Vaj. So we need to go
Hell
click
yeah,
all
brother.
spices that from the boss that we haven't done yet. And who else needed those boots? Alright. Make sure you put on your normal tank gear, Fist, Luca, everyone. Very good job overall on Hydross. Made some quick progress. And yeah, we'll do a quick break before we actually start Lady Baj. So people that are fast, one go left to Leo, one go right to Morgan to click the thing, and then someone run all the way in the back for Fathom Word Boys.
Is that 4 bosses in 2 weeks? Progression?
Pretty much. We got Void Reaver and Fathom World last week, and we got Leo and Hydros this week. You have to press all the consoles, yes. I don't. It's still locked, so we still need people to run and grab them. It looks like Bob Singer's running for one. Is someone running to Morgram's? Doesn't look like it. So I could do that. I think I could jump through here. Nope. Feels bad, man. Oh, Lucas going there already? Okay. And as soon as they're all cooked, we can then click the bridge and then have fun. So Chaka, you want to make up a Lady Vaj guide? It's just two. Just going to be two. It's going to be a Stouts and Prox.
Do we have a tainted core macro?
There should be one into the Discord, yep. All right, we can do it, boys. Ready to see the bridge come up? Here it comes. All right, let's go. All right, so this boss has a very large aggro range. You want to stay down below on the stairs. If you go up in the line of sight, she'll most likely shoot you, and then multi-shot the fuck out of the entire raid, boys. You know what they should do for Lady Vaj? She should have like a 45-second RP before the fight starts, just like our boy
KT.
KT. You'll never need to use the tanning core macro as a tank unless someone really fucked up. All right. So Luka-chan, I guess we can have you go healing here if you'd like, since we don't need 3 tanks. I'm not even gonna be tank. I'm gonna be kind of DPSing mostly with my crap tank gear because I have no DPS gear. Keck W.
We could kill Vosh tonight, guys. An hour and a half left.
That I'm doubting, but we can make some progress on her, get some experience, especially when the nerf comes next week. We'll have more idea what's happening.
What if we kill her and I don't have the quest on me right now?
That would suck. Are you talking
What-
about the vials?
Yeah, we're not worried about that happening, right?
There's only 4 vials even if we did kill her.
Oh shit, you can share it.
Everyone should have just got in the add-in channel. That's where the tanning core macro is. So just keep that in mind.
This is where like counterspell people.
Yeah, we'll go over the encounter in a minute, but
TDA, you gotta counterspell people, dude. Instantly.
so
It's a
you don't necessarily need to. However, what you can do is when we're in phase 3 and we're doing mind controls, everyone should be paying attention to the people around them, especially casters. If they get mind controlled and they're targeting you, you want to just move behind them and that'll cancel their cast. It's very, very huge. But anyways, it's the add-on and UI channel has the macros that are good. It has the tainted core and has the unequipped weapons. The unequipped slot is mostly useful for hunters and melee. Casters don't need to use it at all, but I would definitely do it as hunters and melees.
Do you
Alright.
have to equip the core?
No, that is for when you get mind controlled. You do 500% extra damage, and if you have attack power like say hunters and melees have, and you have your main weapon on, you are one-shotting people. Correct, Bobby. All right, so I'm going to go over a brief overview of how this encounter is going to work. Phase 1 is a fucking joke, and I mean that literally. The boss is going to get pulled. We are going to fight her at this white right-hand flag with a misdirect all onto Bist, and you'll just hang her right here at the very edge of the stairs where that flag is. You can't go there yet, but that's where you'll go. So what you'll do is when we're ready to pull, is you're going to get behind the pillar so you have it directly between you and her. This lets you line of sight all the way up to the top to get close. Then when we do the misdirects, you're going to run in, you're going to melee her, and then you are basically going to backpedal your way to that flag. When we get to that flag, that's when our DPS will go ham. We are going to stand kind of halfway between where Vaj is and where... I kind of wish I had flares right now. But kind of stand in the main area. Well, I'll show you where we'll go and when we're doing it. But we'll stand there and we'll DPS her. When she hits 70%, she's going to run to the middle, become immune, and that's when phase 2 begins. So during phase 1, there are a few mechanics you have to watch out for, preparing yourself for phase 3. Mechanic 1 is blessing of freedom rotation for the main tank, as she is going to cast roots on everybody around her in melee. What this does is she will do that, and then she'll run away from the tank and then start shooting them, and she does way more when she's shooting. Other mechanic she does is she is going to do static charge. It is going to pick one random player in the group, and you're going to do AoE lightning bolts to everyone around you. So you just need to move out of the group if you have it. If you're in melee, you just stand in there and keep DPSing it and get chain healed through it. But you need to spread out about 10, 15 yards away. The other thing to watch out for the tank is she does a something I can't remember the name. It's like a lightning shock burst or something like that on the tank. This stuns the tank, which means they cannot dodge, block, or parry. It makes them vulnerable, and then she might run away and shoot people as well at this time. This is very deadly. This is why we have stouts and procs both in the second group. You all need to make sure you're keeping grounding totem down and do a rotation. So ideally what you can do is make a macro for your grounding totem button and have it do whisper the other person, in this case procs or stouts. And then just when you put your grounding totem down, say grounding totem down. When the other person sees that, they can wait a few seconds and then put theirs down and then just kind of rotate it back and forth. There's also weak horrors, and there's also even add-ons for it, so probably find the add-on real fast. So yeah, basically phase 1 is DPSing Lady Vaj as much as you can. Moving out if you get the lightning shock, and making sure we have freedom rotation going on Bist. This is generally going to be done with both of our Holy Paladins, and this one, Luca and Vestman. Make sure you're sort of between yourselves who's doing it when, so you're not using it at the same time. So we have pretty much 100% uptime. Is we don't want him to getting stunned or rooted and the bitch running away and throwing everything off. So then, yeah, we'll do phase 1, DPSing our heart. When she hits 70%, people just need to hit her as hard as they can. If she's running to the middle to push her down to have more leeway for phase 3 later on. Once phase 2 begins, everyone's going to need to go to their phase 2 positions. If you look at the post in the thing, you'll see the different areas. Phase area 1, zone 1 we're in right now, starts with this rock falling on the left over here. And it goes all the way to the second flag, roughly where we're tanking Lady Vaj. This whole section of 3 stairs is phase area 1. The next area from this rock, the next 3 stairs over is 2. Then you have 3 on the far side, which is like 2.5. And then 4 is half, and then 2 more down to the rock on the left again, on the north side. Or other side, I should say. If you're assigned to the positions, you're killing regular water elementals, and then when we're getting ready for a tainted elemental to spawn, you're getting ready to kill it. It always spawns at the bottom. It is going to spam poison bolts at people for the 15 seconds or so it's alive before it despawns. If you miss a tainted core, it really throws your DPS off and is not necessarily a wipe, but it definitely makes it more challenging. If you miss 2, it's basically a wipe. That is for the sides. So there'll be 1 healer for each quadrant, 1 range DPS, normally a hunter, and then you'll also have 1 melee DPS fighting at the bottom. So when you're fighting the little elementals, you're just DPSing them to the left. If you kill them, great, but you're wanting to stay no more than about halfway up on your side if you can. So if you had an elemental here, DPS it to the middle, and then go down and get ready for the next one. Let the hunter kill it, or the people in the center kill it. Now, for other things happening in phase 2, we'll have our boy Winters. He is going to be kiting one of the 2 trash mobs that spawn during this encounter. So there are 2 mobs you need to fight in the middle. There's one that's a Strider, big, long-legged fucker with tentacles. Winters is going to kite that using Frost Shock, making sure he has his salvation turned off. And, basically Frost Shocking it, Lightning Bolting if you get the opportunity, Frost Shocking as much as you can. People need to watch their threat on it, is he's obviously not getting a ton. At this point, Luki Chan, if you're able, you can drop a stun on it so you can get a few lightning bolts off. So, and just be mindful if you see that, just try to get a lightning bolt off in between if you can for extra threat. This is going to be one of the 2 primary targets. Ranged DPS will DPS it. However, you need to watch your threat, and it is very important as it spams fear all around itself as it's running. So you cannot, if you pull threat, you need to start running to the outer edge and run around. So the Striders are going to be kited either which direction, counterclockwise, clockwise. Doesn't really matter as long as you're running away from it. And it's going to be on the inner ring that we're seeing here, right above the stairs, but not in the very inner section where we see her. The intersection is where Bist, our boy tank, is going to be tanking Nagas, the other ad in phase 2 you have to worry about. These Nagas are big, fat, melee bitches. They do a ton of damage. They cleave. So Bist, what you're going to do is you're going to pick it up from wherever it's coming. You're going to tank it just inside of where the pylons are, on wherever you pick it up, and you're going to just kind of face it where it's not facing the group. All the ranged DPS that are not assigned to a side will be standing basically inside Lady Vaj as most as you can, and just, well, BPSing your asses off. So what you end up doing is every 45, 50 seconds a Naga comes, there is no fixed timer, and it's always a little different every time. And then every minute or so a Strider spawns. The kill order is kind of important. Basically, Nagas are more important than Striders unless a new Strider is about to come, then Striders are more important. It is very, very important for the DPS to make sure we're paying attention to the call and kill order, as if we can get a bad kill order, it can very quickly lead to a wipe.
Everyone make sure you have at least one spot open in your bags.
The other thing to watch out for in the middle, if you see a low hit point elemental coming in the middle, Warlocks use your Shadowburns to kill it. So you're to save your Shadow Deaths for them as well to kill any elementals so that they don't get to her, the little shitty water elementals. Reason we're saying this is each of the pure water elementals, when they re-achieve her, they give her, I believe, a 10% damage buff that's permanent for the fight. One you can kind of survive through. If she gets two, it's effectively a wipe, 100%. We're going to hang onto the flag in phase 1 so we can get a little extra damage done. But in phase 3, you're tanking her in the middle. So anyways, long story short, as we kill the totems, we're going to break down the pillars. Once 3 of the pylons are down and we have the 4th core, we'll give it to someone to stand next to that last pylon, but we'll not use it right away. We will try to make sure we have no Strider alive and get the Naga as low as we can. And when we're in good shape, we'll pop the pylon and then kill Lady Vaj. We'll kill any ads that are left up from phase 2. That includes water elementals that are coming up, and also any Naga that's still alive. And then we are going to go Lady Vaj. When we pop the last pylon, full auto, you are going to have your misdirect up on Bist, and you are ready to drop it on Lady Vaj, so he gets initial threat. It's just to be taking both. You can stun and disarm the melee ads as well, Bist, to reduce the damage you take, and you want to make sure you at least have one of those two up when she comes up, so you can spend more effort getting threat on her. And if we end up getting there, so phase 3, she'll be at 50% health. She's going to have 4.7-ish million. We'll have 4 minutes to do that damage. In phase 3, it's just like phase 1. The only difference is 3 players will be getting mind controlled every 30-ish seconds. And they need to be interrupted as best you can if they're casters. Hopefully, if they're melee, they've unequipped their weapons, and so on and so forth. Other than that, you're going to be standing in the positions as shown in your image while doing maximum damage on Vaj. This, you can also taunt Vaj if needed, so don't be too worried. The only other thing of note is the hunters are all going to kind of be standing at the top of the stairs where we're standing right now. They will need to be paying attention for the spore bats as they come in. When the bats are about to come in, they need to make sure they are looking up and being ready to kill the bat. All hunters, no matter what, need to turn and blast them as hard as they can. Now, if you steady shots, multi-shot, whatever to get it down, if they don't kill it down, I need one of the hunters just to say something, hopefully on voice, saying, hey, bat over the raid. And that way other casters can look up, Shadowburn it, whatever. The reason we're doing this is the spore bats drop a poison bolt. It's a little falling, well, poison blobble that lands on a person, and it ticks for good 5,000-6,000 damage every tick, and you need to move out immediately. You do not jump out of the green, you'll die. You want to literally just strafe right out, move straight out, whatever way's closest way out. If you see the green orb falling on you, just start moving right away. Don't wait for the green puddle to appear. Just literally start moving. You see green orb, move. And you want to move out of it. The dangerous part here is it can drop on one of the melees and all the pets and the tank, and it likes to do that when you're also rooted in place. So it can be dangerous, and just be ready to move out of it ASAP. And yeah, phase 3 is basically just doing as much damage as you can while not dying to poison, You're also doing with the shock burst thingy where you just have to kind of move out of it. She's still studying the tank, so you need to be freedom rotation up. You're still doing the roots for the freedom, and the sun on the tank for the grounding totems, and so on and so forth. But we can go over phase 3 more in depth once we actually get practice. Phase 1 and phase 2. Well, phase 2 really is the first hurdle. And yeah, that's what we're working on. Does anybody have any questions about phase 1 or phase 2 and how we're doing it?
Do we do freedoms the whole fight? Or
Phase 1 and phase 3 you do the freedom rotation. Phase 2 you do not.
is that on both tanks or just the main?
Just Bist. He's the only tank.
Okay.
The survival is going to misdirect at the pool. Because you can actually stand at max range and shoot the boss with Auger. So basically, Bist can run in as you're doing like your aim shot, and then distracting shot, and then boom, gets a lot of threat, and then he can start dragging her out. Yeah. That's the other thing. Paladins, if you're near the kind of in the middle and you see a Naga going for somebody, you can taunt it, and Bist can taunt a Naga off you. As you know, you can taunt them, and the range shot's pretty strong. Bist is tanking the Naga in phase 2. If need be, I could probably just swap Bear and pick it up when we go into phase 3 as well, so Bist can just worry about Vaj. And Bist, you're only tanking Lady Vaj at this flag basically in phase 1. After that, you don't have to worry about this flag at all. This is just to give us where we get an extra Shadow Bolt, extra Blast, extra few hits on the boss as she's running into position, get her down to like 68%. As that little bit of damage really, really will help in phase 3.
Yeah, the phase changes, guys. You can between 1 and 2, you can DPS for free for a couple seconds. So definitely get that in.
All right. Anybody have any other questions? Correct, Wormy. And remember, when we've already used 3, do not use the last one, whomever has it, until we call for it. If you release it early, we could have a Stratter and a Naga up, and it's a wipe. 100% guaranteed. The enrage timer starts, so we won't be free hurt, and we are very easy to fall behind. All right, we'll go ahead and give it a shot so you can kind of see what we're talking about here. All right, everyone's gonna stay. Everyone's gonna stay in a group, by the way, for the beginning of the pull, except for the main tank, who's gonna be going off on his own. So everybody's gonna be standing basically right here at the beginning, and then we'll run up and DPS. Best, what you're gonna be doing is like we were showing you earlier. You're gonna come get in the line of sight on the pillar. So you want to make sure the pillar is directly between you and her, and run straight at it. If you do this, you don't aggro Lady Vaj. And then when we are ready to pull, you literally just go on the pillar and you run up to her, start smacking her, and just drag her back to the flag. All the other DPS should all be down at the stair, kind of where the purple diamond is actually. It's actually a pretty good spot right now. Full auto, you can go just at the top of the stairs and get basically barely in range to aim shot. And then that'll be who you'll be pulling from. So like leave your pet on stay down on the stairs, edge up the stairs, and get ready for the pull. Oh no, you don't want to be here full auto. This is actually a worse spot. You go back to where the group is.
Well, this is max range for Vash.
Yeah. Yeah, just go back in front of where the group is, and then when you're from there, you go just to barely hit max range to hit her. All right, and once you're there, don't move any further forward. And this is how we're going to pull. So you'll misdirect onto Biss when we're ready, and then you'll just aim shot, and then he'll run in and go. All right, we're going to get ready to go, boys. Remember, everyone's going to be stacking together, and you're only moving out if you get the static charge. You need to move out about 10 yards so you don't blast people. All right, we're going to go ahead and get a pull timer, and everyone can just kind of get a
Just
practice
real
in there.
quick, The assignments say that you stand there phase 1 and phase 3. It's just phase 3 where you're supposed to stand in that spacious
for
spot,
now.
guys.
In the future, we can just do that by default when she gets nerfed because it won't matter at all. So we were just too lazy to change it from nerfed version to this version. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do a pull timer. When the pull timer starts, do a misdirect on Bist. When it's about 3 seconds off, start channeling your aim shot, and then we'll be good to go. All right, let's go, boys. Nope, the group is exactly as I want them. We need the double shamans for Bist for phase 1. All right,
One shot, boys.
and no lust in phase 1. Right, remember, waiting for it to get in position, so just wait for it to get in position. Stay clumped up here, don't get too far in. Heal Bist, heal Bist. Yep, just want to make sure she's staying pretty close to you in range. Drag her to the flag. Alright, drag her to the flag, and then take one more step back, and then turn your back towards the group. So like how Zoidberg has the thing, he needs to move out of the group. Yep. Don't go down the stairs, because that puts you out of line of sight of people. You want to move towards the middle, normally, is where you want to go. So stay clumped nice and tight, boys, and run to the middle if you get static charge. If you get it melee, you just stay in melee range. And yeah, you want to use cooldowns at about 73% and push them hard going into the next phase so you can get maximum damage. Warlocks, you can also try to get a feel for how long it takes for the 1 minute for Doom to proc right as she's hitting 70% to get her that little bit lower. Hunters, you can also put the explosive trap right here, right when she gets to about 78%. So she runs over the explosive trap as she goes in, just for a little bit of extra damage. So.
DDA stack a little.
Yeah, the range should all stacked up pretty tight, so it's easy to move out for people to get static. Because she also does multi-shot on the group, so chain heals are stronger that way as well.
Stack up on that.
Alright, Ponder skip down there, explosive traps right in the range spot between her and the middle. Alright, now is when you normally pop your cooldowns, boys. Alright, everyone get ready for phase 2. Remember when phase 2, if you're in the middle, you're standing right inside Lady Vaz. You're not going off crazy. Warlocks can go gather shards at this point from the sides. So alright. And then she's going to do a forked lightning on the side, so you can dodge it if you're in the middle. And then if Warlocks need shards, you can go to one of the sides, kill elementals as they come up. You can take your pets off her, she's immune right now, by the way. Call pets to your sides for your elementals, guys. If you're a hunter on the side. Alright, so we're gonna have our first Naga in 10 seconds. Everyone get ready to pick it up. Range, DPS, and healers, make sure you're in the center getting ready to DPS adds. Make sure you're not getting killed by Nagas. Alright, let's keep an eye out for it, boys. Naga should be spawning any second from any direction. Naga's coming from side 1. So pick it up, pull it in the middle. All range DPS should be in the very center. All range DPS, unless you're on a sign side, you're in the very center. Alright, now face it away, and all range DPS get on the elite. Winners, Strider is at 2. Go ahead and pick it up. Winners get 2. And then just cat it around the edge. Yep. Frost shock it. Now you can lightning bolts on it, and then yeah, just blast it. So everyone finished off the Naga. We had about 10 seconds to the next Naga.
Did you get the tainted?
Did we loot the tainted? Remember, when you kill it, you have to loot the tainted core, by the way, guys. Alright, all range DPS, get on the Strider, and new Naga is coming.
I think they missed
Naga is
it.
coming at 3. Yeah, it's fine. We'll just get practice, though. Alright, pick it up. Good job. There's an elemental. Focus elemental. Elementals are always number 1 priority. Ah, Biss got too close. He got feared. Alright, so let's go ahead and reset. Everyone get off the center platform. If you're dead in the middle, you have to release. Everyone else run to the bottom. If you are in the middle, you need to release. If you're in the middle, release totems. Everyone to the side. Don't run too far down the sideways. Just everyone get up top here and wait. Once everyone's released and down the side, she should reset. So just stay close. Keep healing. If you have the Strider almost that you just run away from it. If you're in the middle and dead, you need to release. All right, she is reset. She is reset. Let's go back. Let's get people raised up and go again.
Was that phase 2?
That was phase 2. So we have to be a little bit better. Oh, did we actually kill a No, we didn't get a tainted. Okay. So remember, when you're killing tainted on your side, you need to burn it ASAP. 100% priority when it spawns in your area. And as soon as it dies, you loot it, and then you throw your macro up to someone higher in your range. We have not done a break hit. We'll do it here in a minute once we get rezzed up. If you're needing to res people in the center, you just line of sight using the pillars. Remember, the pillar has to be directly between you and Vaj, or you will aggro, and you'll go res.
We destroyed that first Naga.
You cannot run around the left there. You need to run around the far way to get people on the back side, by the way. So if you need to res people on the back, you literally have to run all the way around at the bottom part of the stairs to get all the way to the back, like where Winners is at. You cannot skip with the rock area. So don't forget to res people that died back on the bridge, guys. Come on. People who died, like, at the water, on the bridge. Keep resing people. Can we stop pinging, please? Yeah, people that res, come on. There's people on bridge. If you res people on the far side, you need to run all the way around the bottom. Yes, everyone is resable in this encounter, Zoid. Just need people to actually start doing it with reses. So, like, Aldi, come on, let's start resing people. Come on here to the top. You can res Zoid. Come on. As long as you don't go above the top of the stairs, you can res people. And if you do res people further in the middle, you just get in line of sight. So basically, looking at Vaj, make sure the pillar is between you and her, and you can literally run all the way up to the pillar. You just got to make sure it's not line of range. You cannot move just a slight left or side. If you cannot see your line of sight of the pillar, you can't res there. But you can come Rymet and res Bist. If you run all the way around the bottom part, you can go all the way around the bottom to go on the other side to res Winters. You should be able to res Skeleton Man. Yep. So yeah, one of you guys, come on, run around the other. Come on, one of you follow me.
Who drops the cores that we missed?
Tainted core, tainted elementals. They spawn at the very bottom of their particular side. They're a green elemental, and that's
they're
it.
ranged, so they're the only ones that stand in place.
Yep, they're just throwing poison at people. Also, remember, if you see someone getting it with a poison debuff, it is more efficient to dispel the poison than heal them first. Yeah, remember, if anybody dies on the backside like Winners is now, you have to run all the way around the bottom side to get there. You cannot go past the rock. You cannot do it past the rock. You have to run all the way around the bottom to get to them.
The tainted elementals will despawn after a certain number of times, so we gotta prioritize them when you see them. And like call it out so people can help you with your regular elementals. Like I'll turn around and help you with that and just prioritize the tainteds.
Yeah, correct. So in phase 2 Bist, you just want to basically tank it somewhere in the inner circle. So you are close enough to the healers with the range DPS to switch to it easily while also not cleaving anybody. You also have to be mindful of the position of the Strider, as the Strider will cast Fear like it happened that time. So if a Naga's coming through and it's coming by where the Strider is at, you will actually just focus on picking the Naga up a little further in. Don't try to run through the Strider. You're always going to get feared in that situation and be useless. There is dot bobbing. People have to physically call it out. So if people have working mics, don't be shy. If you're on a side and you have an elemental spawn on your side, just call Tainted 2, Tainted 3, Tainted 4. So just kind of know what general position you are. And it gives people a rough idea where it's spawning it and where to expect it from as well. Yeah. This fight has a lot of coordination. It requires people making calls and saying things. Don't be shy to call things out. Like even Mayu right there was like, hey, Tainted 4. And then she called it, so.
Winters, how long do you need before I can dot up the Strider?
You can pretty much dot it right away, but just
Yeah.
watch your threat.
Yeah, you can put that pretty quick. Just be careful after, pumping.
All right.
Because I'm basically just doing one lightning bolt and then.
Yep, and just frost shock it on.
And my mind flay will get rid of your frost shock, right? I kind of remember that.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. But at this point, just he's mostly using frost shock for the extra threat it generates.
All right.
Alrighty, boys. We're gonna take a short few-minute break so everybody can get rest, stretch your legs. We're gonna do a break timer. It's gonna be 4 minutes. We're gonna continue at 12 past.
Who's looting the tainted cores? Just the groups that are assigned in
Whoever's
phase 2?
on their side, yes, they're the only people that are gonna be in range.
And then everybody else, like all the other ranger in the mid, just nuking down Nagas and Striders?
Yep. If you're assigned to the middle, you don't focus on tainting cores at all. Your objective is Nagas, Striders, and any loose elementals that are coming to the middle. That's all you care about.
Why did we get so many loose elementals in phase 2 there that reached her?
Because a lot of elementals actually spawn, so there's not enough way for DPS to kill them all on their side. So
Okay,
unless
so
it's
there's
like
always going to be bleed through?
and of course there's also the situation if a tainted spawns on their side, they're ignoring elementals entirely. So just DPS have to be ready to take care of them.
Okay, so center group just kills literally everything, but we prio elementals. Then Naga, then Strider.
Correct. Well, it depends on the call because there's some situations where you kill Strider over Naga. There's other situations you kill Naga over Strider. It just entirely depends on what you need to have done at that time.
Okay.
Generally, Naga is higher priority than Strider, but not always.
And then always elementals, like we see it come in, we just all swap.
Elementals are 100% the most important. So that's why, like, Zoidberg needs to save his Shadow Word Deaths for them. TDA can get a Fire Blast on them. Warlocks can Shadow Burn them. If they're, like, really low, don't all do it, of course,
Usually mage is enough to slaughter them
Yep.
because of fast cast on Arcane Blast.
Exactly. Arcane Blast is amazing on it as well.
What I just wrote first is basically the overall kind of strategy. Sometimes Naga and Strider switch because you can't have two Striders up at once.
Basically, Warlocks can Shadow Burn it or an instant cast, but you don't really want to cast 2.5 seconds Shadow Bolt on Elemental. That's gonna reduce your DPS a lot on Nagas and Striders.
Okay.
So it's mostly Mage who cleans it up, with some instant casts from Warlocks and other classes.
We did a really good job on that Naga though. It was down real fast.
It was alright, yeah.
Yo, XPD, we just killed 5 of 6. What's up?
Let me be right back. We'll grab a drink. Alrighty, boys. Let's see who's back. Alright, so we're just waiting on the Stouts, Aldi, Leto, Leva, Luca, TDA, and Furs. Also, by the way, just keep in mind, normally, when guilds are first progressing this and they don't have like super high DPS, so kind of like where we are, we would normally basically sub all the melee DPS out for more hunters and warlocks because they make this like way easier. But most about getting practice, boys, so we can definitely get this down next reset when it gets nerfed down a bit. And yeah, like now you said in the chat pist, the most important thing is just being mindful of where strategies are at. I mean, the Nagas are tauntable, so they're pretty easy to pick up. Biggest thing is just don't get feared. Yeah, they're farmable, but Bobby, you just gotta get the mats via the auction house or herbalist. It's just 1 mana thistle, 2 night revines, and a vial. Alright, do another red check, see people here. Let's get a few more goes at it here, see what we can do. Also, I forgot to clarify for the first time, boys. We're not popping cooldowns as soon as she is in range. We don't want to use her DPS cooldowns until she hits about the 75, 74% mark, so we can just get that extra damage in before she transitions. So we're just waiting on a Stouts, TDA, Furs, and Slack Lexi. Alright, there's a Stouts, so we're just waiting for TDA, Furs, and Ashley. Oh, he's there, so. There's TDA, so now we're just waiting on Furs. Probably playing a round of pick up shit on the ground in his Apex Legends. Then instant gibbed once he gets done looting everything. Alright, where the hell is Mr. Furs? Maybe he ran into the Python. Furs griefing.
Explain a lot.
No. I said maybe Furs went and met the Python.
Yeah, I was saying it would explain a lot.
Oh yeah, but yeah, Stout's basically you and Prox are just basically wanting to make sure you're putting your Rani totems down at different times. So just like watch for the buff on yourself. You know, if it's your turn, you see it faded, just put a new one down. It's your most important job in phase 1 and phase 3 outside of healing. So, and that's just because the tank gets done. They're pretty dangerous there. It's like a lightning shock effect. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's like shock burst or some shit. It does something like 6k in stuns. So all the buffs are done. We're just literally waiting on Furs here. So there's no point going with the person AFK. Ooh, TDA got a nice 83 parse on Hydross. Furs, Onichan, both got 74 parses. Clay at a 66. So I'd work on a 94 parse on Hydross.
That was a rank 4.
Oni-chan.
Onichan. Daijoubu.
Yamete.
this slacker furs back yet?
I DM'd him.
Yeah, I DM'd him 4 times.
I think we can all agree. Furs now is everybody 500 gold.
Fuck, sorry.
Oh, hello, Furs. Where's our 500 gold you now owe us for baking us wait? Alright. Everybody should be here now. Let's do our last ready check. See if we can get ready to pull. We're going to be doing the same thing as that first try, so everyone stays down here waiting. Max range full auto does the Destruct pull onto Bist. Bist runs in when it's almost over, and then we should be happy fun times. Alright, boys, you know what time it is. Let's focus, 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 focus. Let's get more practice in. Remember, don't use cooldowns until about the 73, 74% mark. And I think Oni-chan said the Doom timer is about 86, 85%-ish.
Ranged, stack tight.
Yeah, stack type boys, so it's easier to dodge static. If you get static, you go out, and you want to stand roughly in this spot. No, don't go back. Stay in range. Just run towards where she started from. And as soon as it fades, get back in the group. Multi-shotted after static. Yeah, don't use Shadow or Death here. If you want, you should have DBM Zoid. Look for her multi-shot, because you can hit anybody in range, and you don't want to be multi-shotted.
Pay attention, you have static.
Watch out, multi-shotting. I mean, I'm gonna res you here. Take it after the multi-shot goes off. Zoid, don't take it yet. And take it out.
So let's pop off, please.
Yeah, just give him a King's, Salve, and Fort minimum.
Doom now.
Yep, Doom. Make sure your Dooms are up, Warlocks. Everybody but the Cursed Elements, boy.
This is discrimination.
It's almost time for the cooldowns, boys, but not yet. Hunters, you put your traps down in the position. Or you want to use explosive trap. And go ahead and pop your cooldowns, boys. Pump hard, pump hard. Remember to stack up for the shot burst. And then as soon as she's done running in, everyone run to your positions. Warlocks, you can grab shards here if you want some. Very good. That's kind of how you want to see it, boys. Very good on the percentage. Very good. Things look good. Keep people healed up. Static charges don't fade. So. And when it's about 10 seconds to the first Naga, at that point is when you want to start running to the middle for all ranged DPS, boys. That way you could be a nice, good position to get ready. So we're about 10 seconds from Naga, so all ranged DPS, you want to get into the middle and stack in on Lady Vaj. Be ready for Nagas and the other thing. So if you're in the middle and not on the sides, stack on Vaj, stack on Vaj, stack on Vaj.
Naga 3.
There's the Naga, boys. Yep, pick it up. And then just turn it around now, Pist. Turn it around, turn around, turn around. It cleaves. Alright, I have it now. Just don't worry about it. We'll keep going. So you ready for the Tana, boys? Did we get it? Good subdominal. There. Strider, Strider, Strider. All the DPS on the Naga. All DPS on this Naga.
So north down.
Subnormal, yeah. Skeleton Ant, go over towards the Mayu so you can get the pillar, the plot thing. Or do we not get the Tainted Court?
Elementals.
Guys, you gotta be killing the elementals.
Kill them, those boys. Get in the middle. New dog is up.
Area 1 elementals. They're
All
getting
range
close.
to be on Strider. All range on Striders. Kill the Strider. Kill the Strider.
TDA, are you on these Ellies?
Yep, I'm just moving around wherever they're coming from.
In the center. It's just warlocks on them at the moment.
Yeah, just stay in the center TDA and blast elementals as they get close to the middle. You don't have to run for them.
Tainted 3.
Alright, we're gonna have a new Strider spawning. We're way behind on DPS, boys. Alright, so what we're gonna go ahead and do here is we are gonna go ahead and do a reset. Everyone start running off to reset. Everyone start running to reset. If you're dead in the middle, you need to release immediately. Keep healing people as they're going. Keep healing people as they're going. If you're dead in the middle, you need to release. If you're dead in the middle, make sure you're released.
Did we get a core?
I think we got one core down, yes. There's no reason to run super far down the ramp, honestly. It just makes it harder to res you. Alright, she's reset. She is reset. Although it looks like pretty much everyone died, so. Does anybody have a soul shot on them?
Does
Alright,
I have one in my bag.
nice. Let's see. Stouts, go ahead and take your Ankh and res people if you're in a good spot. Just res people from the bridge and work your way up if you're down that way. Alright, so now we did a little long in that fight. You can all kind of see how the chaos of that fight can really ramp up small DPS losses here and there. We did get one core, yes. I think we got a second one, but someone had died with one of the cores, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, made a little bit of progress there, boys, but biggest thing is we're not panicking. Just everyone go to their assigned positions and just do your thing. Once again, just make sure you're looking at the assignment sheet. Phase 2 is legitimately going to be the hardest part for us, especially after the nurse get applied. So just keep this in mind. So basically in phase 2, if you're in area 1, which is the area we kind of buff and start from, Leto, Ashlexy, Wormy are the only people there. Actually, that's kind of shitty. Put Ashlexy in the middle, I'll do area 2 at the bottom. Leto at the top. It's pointless to have a fucking hunter at the bottom. I didn't realize it was that badly done. What are you doing to me, Taka? Yeah, no, we'll change it. So, yeah, subnormal at the bottom's good. Actually, we have a lot of melee, so. Actually, no, just switch. Yeah, I'm just looking at it all. Because, like, right now we have full auto in the center. So we should have full auto on one of the sides. So we should put him in area 3. And then, like, pull it in. Can go to area 1 and Ashlexy goes in the middle. Because there's no point in having a warlock on the side when they're much more useful. Especially the one that putting crystal elements on our targets. That's a ton of DPS loss. So yeah, it should be Leto at the top of the stairs in area 1. Pull it in bottom stairs area 1. Subnormal stairs bottom area 2. Bobby Stinger at top. Area 3 is Prox bottom and full auto top. And area 4 is Levy bottom, just H top. And then when you're standing on the sides, you basically want to stand kind of roughly in the middle of your area. Stand right at the very top of the stairs, boys. And you just blast elementals as they come. And then when the next hand spawns there, you just got on, you blast it even harder. Then everyone else that is not assigned to an specific area, you're literally standing right in the very center of where Lady Vaj is during phase 2. Unless you're tanking an ad or you're kiting like Winners is, you're just literally standing in the middle and doing your job. Pull it in, you're now going to be in area 1. So if you reference the image in the assignment sheet on the Discord under NA Raid Prep, if you look at the yellow area, area 1, it basically starts at this rock over here to the left, and it goes all the way to this other rock just past where we buff it normally into the flag. So you have a lot of area to cover. But your main objective is killing Tane elementals and killing small elementals along the way. All of the DPS, especially when the ads. So when I call 10 seconds to ads, if you're ranged DPS killing elementals on the side, and you're not assigned to a side in phase 2, you all run to Lady Vaj and you get ready for the Nagas and Striders. I just did you in the right section, pull it in. It's scrolled pretty far down in the Discord.
Group up for buffs, guys.
Yep, everyone's group up. Let's get buffs going. I think we might need to summon on Bist. We might need to summon on full auto. So remember, once again, if you're in Area 1, that's Paladin, Leto, Wormy. Area 2, Subnormal, Bobby Singer, and Aldi. Area 3 is Prox, Full Auto, and Stouts. Area 4 is Levia, Just H, and Tiroth. If you're not one of those 12 people, you are literally going to be stacked pretty much right under Lady Vaj the entire time in phase 2, with killing in the proper order we call on. And then for killing the small elementals, the people that are killing the clean elementals come in the middle is TDA and Sladberg priority. And then other warlocks can help with shadow burns if you see one with higher health or whatnot. So yeah, TDA, your main objective is to be killing the watermelons coming to the center. If there's a bunch coming, just arcane blast the shit out of those bad boys. Make sure we get a full buff on Bist. He's seeing stuff like Fortitude and all that other juicy stuff. Alrighty, looks like only full auto is missing a Fortitude, Intellect on full auto.
And kings, please.
Not 100% Taka, but it's nice to have a healer, since while you can't move, you can still heal and do everything else while you're stunned, so. And you also have a voice, so, you know, it helps. There isn't a lot of healing in phase 2 anyway, so.
It's also good spacing.
Alrighty, boys, I think we're pretty much ready. Let's double check. Alright, waiting on Luka-chan and Bobby Singer. Alright, just Bobby Singer, boys.
Can we keep Wisdom on Wash? Because losing mana pretty quick.
In phase 1, she should have it, yeah. Just one of the non-Paladin guy go judge it. So Lukache maybe judge Wisdom Investment on Light or something in phase 1. When she's in her spot. That way we have the Regents. This is a very mana intense fight, by the way, boys, so be aggressive with mana potions and such. Alright, we're waiting on Bobby Singer. Oh, okay, cool. So pull down rank. District go.
Aggro.
And full auto, you want to make sure you're timing your thing to go off when the timer goes off. That way it gets it, because if someone else gets aggro, she can shoot him and just fuck him up. Oh, we missed a grounding totem, boys. Make sure it's down for him.
Wind, you have static.
Do now.
Money chat.
Someone's got static in the raid.
Hunters, put down your explosive traps. And pop Goron's out, boys. Get ready for the transition. Yeah, bit weak at the time, but not too bad. It's all about getting used to it. Alright, so Warlocks, you can go gather shards if you'd like right now. You can take pets off of Vaj, they don't do anything. Alright, kill small animals for now. When I call for the 10 seconds, if you're not assigned directly to a side, you're collapsing to the center. You also, if you're in the center, you can pay attention where she's blasting at. You can dodge it and take no damage to reduce the healing needed, and you can, regen mana in the middle and so on. Alright, coming to the middle. Naga's coming soon. Middle, middle, middle. Ready, Bist, to pick up your Naga, friend. Oh, Naga 1, Naga 1, Naga 1. Okay. Alright, make sure you're not standing too close to him. The Nagas do cleave.
10 and 3.
I'll be at the top proxy.
Stratter soon. Did we get the core?
Stouts, can you be ready?
Or you can throw the core to Ash at the top. Throw it to Ash Tonk. Alright, skip that.
Pretty bad. Solito. Kill the elementals, guys.
Yep, those are coming. Alright, TDA and Zyberger priority.
Naga 4.
Naga. Alright, let's get on that Stratter, boys. Need big damage on the Stratter. We have 25 seconds to the next one. Gonna have a new Stratter in about 10 seconds. See more damage on the Stratter. More on the Stratter. Mutated in 5. Yep, new Stratter is incoming. Be ready. This is where it gets fun. Wormy. It's
10 and
right
3.
next. It's right next to you. Alright, there's a new strider. Start kiting as best you can, winners. New Naga's up. Yeah, we're just
Fish
way
down.
behind on DPS. Alright, let's go ahead and get a reset, boys. We're just way behind on DPS. Yeah, we're way behind on DPS, boys. We gotta pump a little harder.
Why are we so far behind on the damage?
Long story short, we're not doing enough damage. This is a very tightly tuned encounter, so everyone's got to be like pumping immediately and just killing things. Can't wasting cast times. And everyone's just got to be pump, 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 pump. And phase 3 is even harder. Yeah,
One thing my last skill did, Ash, was to get more phase 2 practice. They just saved their lust for phase 2 until they got that down.
yeah. No, Lady Vaj would be literally impossible without having less than phase 3 at this point.
No, I'm just saying to learn the phase 2 until you get there, right? Kind of like an aid until then.
Yeah, and then when we do call reset, you need to kind of release if you're dead in the middle normally, just because it can cause her not to reset.
So our second tainted core mob despawned. Is there an explanation on that?
You didn't kill it fast enough.
You have to literally immediately switch to the Tannic Corpus in your thing and blast it as hard as you can. If you use any kind of cooldowns, this is the time to use them if you have any. And everybody in your section has to immediately 100% DPS it.
And call it out as soon as you see it, because me and TDA will pay extra attention to the elementals they're going to get through while you're doing that.
Well, it's better also to call it your side too. That way the other person in your thing can also know. Like I said, this fight is a lot about communication, boys. Paying attention, execution. So you see a Tana, you just gotta blast.
They're on a timer too when they spawn, right? So we should be able to know when they're coming to keep everyone's eyes out.
Roughly, yep. Yeah, as soon as the Tainted's about to come up in your section, you can literally stop worrying about the swallows. Pay attention for the Tainted. If you see it, immediately go and blast it. Then when it dies, you can go back to killing small elementals. It's literally Tainted, small elementals for the melee inside yours. Middle side is small elementals, Nagas, and Striders. Alright, let's get a summon on Skeleton Man. We got enough time to basically give her another go. One more try here at phase 2, get more practice in. Oh, someone got too close. Run down, run down, run down. We need to make sure we come her far enough. She's going to start shooting people. Alright, she's resetting, she's resetting. Alright, great. So this is why you have to pay attention when you're running. You have to make sure the pillars between you and her. If you can't line of sight someone to res them, then you just can't line of sight to res them, boys. There are a few kind of crappy spots where it's just really hard to res people. Half the time it's better for people that die in the very center just to release, run back, and if you get a res, great. If you don't, they can be summoned. Anybody else that's red, or is it just Aldi? Alright, sounds like it's just Aldi. Aldi, just go to town and get a quick repair in. They'll just summon you back. We have no idea, Twaka. No one's mentioned if anything else is being nerfed. I'm assuming there'll be minor nerfs to everything else, but we'll see. We'll see. Only go to town if you need to repair. You guys can res that warrior there. Just make sure you're line of sighting on these closer pillars. Like either one works. You just have to come line of sight. Then run in and then res them. Just make sure the pillars between you and Lady Vaj. You can easily res them from like right here. Alright, gotta res the coming bits, so just chill out. Also, when you're running out, after being res, make sure you run straight out from the pillar and not at an angle, otherwise you make friends with Lady Vaj. It's not fun. Let's get summons on the people that need them. Got Winners and Zoidberg. Come on, let's get people summon in. Let's get it all going so we can get everybody buffed up. We can just give it a shot. Get a summon on Aldi, please. Come on. Got a few warlocks. Start summoning. Also, I think Twaka has a really nice high definition video of the Lady Bosch kill we did with our weekend team. You all can go ahead and pursue that as well to get more information on how the fight roughly goes, especially for phase 2 and 3. Let's get the practice in. Let's get ready to learn. But anyways, let's all get our bus rolling again. Once we get everybody here, we'll go ahead and give it one more shot. A little more practice and see if we can get a little more phase 2 smoothing this out. Biggest thing holding us back right now is just the DPS on the ads. I think
Second,
next.
you still in Shadow, summoning him.
Yeah, and then post that in the Discord, Twaka, and just at the narrator's Vosh kill. I mean, it should be easier than that looks, but I mean, at least it gives people more reference. But you guys can watch it after the raid if you are interested. Alrighty, let's finish getting the bus passed out. Zoidberg can use Fortitude, it looks like. Let's get a intellect on Zoidberg and Tierhoth as well, please. So, nice. Nice. So looking good, boys. Zoidberg still needs Fortitude, however. If you don't mind tossing one, Twaka. Oh, that works. Alrighty, boys, let's keep for the minute, and then we'll get ready to pull. Distract up. Aim shot out. Alright, let's move in. Remember, watch the Hydross getting in position. It's the most important thing. All the hunters can misdirect here too if they want.
What do you want to?
Should have already been up. Sorry. We're putting up around 86, 87% depending. Right, hunter traps can go down. Expose their traps. Alright, everyone get ready. Alright, it's phase 2 10. It's a little better than last time, so it's not as good as we could do it, but not bad, not bad. All right, 10 seconds in August. Everyone claps into your right positions everywhere where you need to be. So all get ready for that first Naga. Be up any second now. All right, Nagas 2, Naga 2, Naga 2. All right, just turn it away if you can. Just yeah, you want to make sure it's turned away so it's not facing in it. Get ready for the Strider.
It's on one. Elemental on one.
Strider 2.
Okay, I didn't get healed at all.
Right, pull it as a tangent.
Okay, we have on one paladin
Coming.
here. Nobody able to pick up.
Yeah, one second. Toss it to Ashtonk.
Also, it's like nobody
I'll go
healing here
for.
on one.
I'll go for this.
Go ahead and use it, Ormy. Watch out for the fear. Yeah, we're behind on the Nagas, boys. And then get on that Strider hard. Strider hard. You got 20 seconds to the next one. Remember, if casters, try not to run around too much. You want to just basically stand in the middle blasting. Shouldn't be running on Windhill. Get on the Strider. Windhill on Strider. You're not on ads. You're on Strider. New Strider in 4, 3.
On one elemental again. It's gonna be too late.
I have the aggro on the 1 right now where Spinners.
Naga 3.
Just Nagas, the Nagas.
Elementals.
Yeah, don't worry about the little elementals right now. We're just really we're just behind on DPS, honestly. Yeah. So yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and call a swipe. Let's all run to reset it. Want to make sure everyone please watch the Lady Vaj kill video that Twalga is gonna post. It is from this server. It is going to be a little bit easier from that next time, but it's still gonna be a hard fight. This is not an easy encounter. Biggest thing is keep calm. Just everyone do their jobs best we can, and catch us all out of you guys running around unnecessarily. If you're assigned in the middle, you're literally just sitting there, you're blasting the current DPS target you need. If you're dead in the middle, please release. Release the totems as well, please. Alright, it's resetting. Let's go ahead and get everybody rezzed up, and then we can get a mage portal out of here, boys, and then, yeah, cap off the week. Either way, it's been a pretty good week for us all. I mean, this is our 4th full week rating. We're now sitting at 5 of 6 in SSC. We've done 1 of 4 in TK. We've gotten a little practice here on Lady Vaj, just so everybody's a little more familiar with the encounter. And, yeah, just need to come back next Monday, Tuesday, pump in hard. Yes.
Yeah, well,
This
well
next
done.
week, tier 4 and tier 5 is being nerfed a bit. Yes. Just because it's being nerfed does not mean it's going to be easy. It's still going to be harder than Classic was ever tuned. So just keep that in mind, boys. So yes, it is going to be nerfed. It is not going to be easy. So we're seeing people focus. Don't forget to start working on new items you can possibly work into. There's going to be a few new items added in dungeons. Things like Yor will be added to the game. And then, yeah, let's get our winners up, boys, and let's get that portal. You also have the Netherwing dailies if you have an Epic Flying Mount. You'll have the Sketis dailies. You'll have the Ogre Law dailies. So more gold income possibilities. The Epic Gems should drop more in the Heroics. The Epic Gems will be in the game in general, although not very many at the beginning. So just
Will we get
focus.
Will we get the patterns for T5?
Yes, the tier 5 patterns will be dropping starting the next reset as well. So Belt of Blasting will be a possibility, Belt of Long Roads. You're going to have like the Belt of Deep Shadow for the Hunters. There's been a lot of options starting next patch. Yeah, and then we will be putting our signups down shortly. Everyone make sure to keep an eye on them and sign up as early as you can if you're able to make the next week. We want to make sure we have another nice, beautifully smooth week, boys. You know, like I said, this next week we can have a lot of possibility to get a good bit of progress.
Each day is a blessing.
Oh yeah, also keep in mind there'll be some new consumables added as well. I believe it has the Sages, the TBC one in. So like the better and spirit one for druids and priests if it's better for you at that time. But yeah. You also have the new enchants like the threat to gloves, threat reduction to cloak. I recommend all DPS casters working on getting the subtlety enchanted cloak when it comes out starting tomorrow. Also, make sure you delete your cache before you play tomorrow as well. The server is restarting at 1400 server time, which is what, like 10? No, that'd be. My mind just went dead. That'd be like 8 a.m. Eastern time, I believe. So if you're gonna play anytime after 8 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow, make sure you've deleted your WDB folder / cache folder in your game folder to make sure you're getting updated. Because a decent chunk of tier 5 items are also getting a slight buff as well. Also want to give a huge shout out to Mayu. Fucking fantastic, giving us another helping hot again. Other than that, yeah, it was a good raid, boys. Me, progress some new bosses, and then yeah, we'll just come back next Monday, refocus down, get some more stuff in. We'll probably do a little more focus actually on TK with the next reset, but either way, we will start in SSC as always. Also, do recommend if you haven't done it yet, there is a Black Temple attunement chain that starts in Shadowwind Valley. It is the Optimized Terrace quest chain. It starts at the tablets of Benari in either the Aldor or the Scryer town in Shadowmoon. Make sure you've done that chain. You should have a medallion of Caribor in your bags. You don't have to keep it, you can toss it once you get it, but you need to complete that quest chain to get your Black Temple attunement going.
Did the Vial quests get us the ring?
No. You get the ring from reputation. However, when you turn in the Vile quest, you get enough for, I believe it's friendly, I think, and that gets you the first level of the ring, or neutral, whatever it is. So while it doesn't technically get you the ring, it ends up earning the ring, so it gives you enough reputation to get it from the Scale of the Sands. That's why if you see some people from my guilds have been killing Vaj and Kale for a while, they already have that first level of the Scale of the Sands ring.
Yeah, I would have had it if you didn't grief me with the second vial. Just saying.
I didn't grief you on purpose. Gotta give you motivation to keep raiding. But yeah, either way, very good raid, boys. Appreciate all the effort everyone's putting in. Keep eyes open for a good, reliable, rested druid long term, however, as ours is a temporary measure at best. But yeah, good job, good job, good job. Let's keep bumping, boys.
Yo, XPD, you still don't have the ring?
No.
No way, dude.
It's my raid leader. He doesn't like me.
How are you gonna kill Illidan without the ring, bro?
I don't know, man.
See, that's why you're taking so much damage,
Yeah.
Yikes.
I'll need to use Wind Trader's band.
Yeah, yikes, dude. Shit.
Lol.
That was my best parse ever, I think.
This is actually a very nice week of progression.
Yeah, it went very.
We're now first and second best NA guild on Horde. Easy.
Wait, what about Drunken Walmart, though?
They're on same progression as NA raid team.
Aren't they doing Vash?
They've done less Vaj progress than you guys have in this few attempts.
No way. Jesus.
Those were not bad attempts at all for our first night in there with our gear level.
I mean, our gear is pretty good. It's just organization issues. I mean, also to be fair, like I was saying, like normally we would want to stack the raid more. Like we wouldn't be running like 2 Holy Paladins. We wouldn't be running an Arms Warrior, honestly, in this situation. We wouldn't be running 2 Ferals. We'd be like literally cutting down. Like myself, Lukey Chan wouldn't normally be there. You wouldn't have
So it's
general
more
melee
for
problem.
phase. That's more for phase 3, right? Melee's not terrible in phase 2.
Phase 2 actually is where you want it more.
Oh, really?
Yeah, phase 3 too, but I mean phase 2 as well. But I mean, I've seen a lot of casters running around when they really don't need to. Most stuff should be pretty much in range if you're standing kind of right around Lady Vage. So
You've obviously never tried Mind Flame before, dude.
yeah, but I'm talking about seeing warlocks running
Yeah.
around, pumpkins running around when they don't need to, and it's just losing DPS when they should be pumping hard. But hey, like I said, it's one of those things we just gotta get used to and clean up. We'll see how things are gonna be looking after the week. People should keep working on gear too. Maybe we'll find a nice, reliable resto druid to fill the core out pretty well. Other than that, I mean, overall the team's looking pretty solid. So hey.
Why don't you do the strat where you take Vosh like all the way out into the water so you get the extra percentage or 2?
She as soon as she goes past the top of the stairs, she resets.
Okay, so it's not doable on the server.
Yeah, this isn't a Keck W scripted when Endless is.
Oh, it's very kicked up scripted, just in a different way.
This one's scripted to be fuck you is how it's kind of scripted.
Sort of like endless trash mobs, where they
pretty
keep their
much.
tank for 45k.
Yeah. Bosses are similar, but the trash and endless was way harder.
Don't understand who finds it enjoyable to fight with